called home belonged to someone else. Your eyes were open but they held no trace of every dream that used to know my face. I whispered words that once could calm your fears. They disappeared before they reached your ears. I watched our lifetime vanish without sound, as if our love had never been around. The hardest part was not your empty stare, it was the hope that still refused despair. I kept believing one forgotten spark could find its way through all the endless dark. You lost my name, but not my soul. The part of me you used to hold. I stand beside the life we made, invisible inside the fate. If love survives beyond the mind, then leave one memory behind. A single breath, a single sigh, to tell your heart it once knew mine. They tell me healing means accepting this, that memory can vanish without guilt. But every quiet second proves them wrong, because my love remembers every song. You laugh at stories strangers help you hear, while I protect the truth we built for years. I never asked you to become the same, I only miss the way you said my name. If I could trade tomorrow for one day, I'd gladly watch the future fade away, just to be seen the way you saw me then. Before forever learned how to forget. You lost my name, but not my soul. The part of me you used to hold. I stand beside the life we made, invisible inside the fate. If love survives beyond the mind, then leave one memory behind. A single breath, a single sign, to tell your heart it once knew mine. Maybe love is more than memory, maybe truth outlives the brain. Maybe hearts remember softly what the mind cannot retain. If tomorrow you should know me only for a moment's light, I will live inside that heartbeat for the rest of every You lost my name, but not my soul. The part of me you used to hold. Though every photograph grows still, my love keeps climbing every hill. If one last whisper finds your heart, then we were never far apart. Some souls are written far too deep for time itself to truly keep. You look straight through me, but I stayed anyway, because love sometimes people cannot say. I wrote your name slowly, so the ink could hesitate. Every letter knew what my voice could never say. I fill the margins with the life we missed, the quiet weight of every absent kiss. I never mailed a single word to you, afraid the truth would ask what love should do. The paper carried fingerprints and tears that gather softly through forgotten years. I folded every hope into a line, then hid the envelope beside my mind. Some confessions bloom too late to bloom, like winter flowers waiting in one room. 1,000 letters never flew, every page belonged to you. I built a lifetime line by line, but kept it trapped inside of mine. If silence had a written face, it would wear your empty place. Some words survive because they stay unspoken until yesterday. They found your handwriting after you were gone, hidden in a box where quiet dreams belong. You had been writing almost every night, the same untold love, the same endless fight. Your pages breathe the loneliness I knew, the same moon watched us from two separate views. You feared my happiness would fade away, I feared your freedom if I chose to stay. We spent our lives protecting one another, until the years forgot to call us lovers. Two faithful hearts that never learned to speak, because forever always felt too weak. 1,000 letters never flew, every page belonged to you. We crossed the years without a sound, while love kept growing underground. If silence had a written face, it would wear your last embrace. Some words survive because they stay, waiting for a colder day. Maybe truth arrives too slowly, maybe fear can look like care. Maybe love keeps writing letters long after no one's waiting there. Every sentence found my heartbeat, every page became your skin. Some stories never end with voices, they keep breathing deep within. 1,000 letters never flew, still every lie belongs to you. The life we lost was never small, it simply never learned to call. Now every word has found the air, too late for us but still it's there. Some hearts keep riding through the years, with borrowed ink and hidden tears. I wrote your name slowly, tomorrows into the last goodbye. Tonight feels different, like the air already knows. Love has not faded, only tomorrow chose. You held my face as if to slow down time, like one last prayer refusing its goodbye. There was no anger hiding in your eyes, only the weight of two impossible lives. We never searched for someone else to blame. The world was simply stronger than our names. Your heartbeat trembled quietly with mine, two fragile stars collapsing out of time. Some promises were never meant to break, they simply could not survive the lives we'd make. Hold me like the ending knows, every place our silence goes. One last breath before we fall, one last truth before it's all. If forever ends tonight, love will keep its borrowed light. Some goodbyes don't close the door, they live inside us evermore. We spoke in whispers softer than the rain, as if loud words would only deepen pain. Your fingers traced the outline of my hand, trying to stop what neither heart had planned. No tears could change the morning waiting near, no promise could erase tomorrow's fear. So we became completely honest then, not lovers chasing perfect worlds again. You said my name as if it still could heal, a simple sound that made forever real. I kissed your forehead, closed my tired eyes, and loved you more than all our last goodbyes. Hold me like the ending knows, every place our silence goes. One last breath before we fall, one last truth before it's all. If forever ends tonight, love will keep its borrowed light. Some goodbyes don't close the door, they live inside us evermore. Maybe love is not tomorrow, maybe love is only now. Maybe every broken promise still remembers every vow. When the sunrise comes without us, don't believe that we were gone. Every heartbeat left together finds another way back home. Hold me like the ending knows where the deepest feeling grows. One last breath before the dawn, even after we are gone. If forever ends tonight, carry me beyond the light. Some souls finish saying goodbye, but never stop loving inside. Tonight feels different. The stars already knew. The final breath was leaving, but never left with you. You looked exactly like the years had failed. Only your smile had learned another language. We stood so close, but everything had changed. Two living hearts no longer wearing names. I searched your eyes for someone I once knew. They searched for mine and found a stranger too. You asked me softly how my life had been, as if our love had never happened then. The smallest words became impossible, because our silence answered all of them. Some people leave, but never truly fade. They simply learn another kind of pain. We met again, too late to stay, too soon to throw the past away. Your voice still knew my hidden scars. My heart still counted us as ours. We smile like people passing by, while something beautiful had died. Some strangers wear a face we know, but carry lives we'll never hold. You spoke about the cities you had seen. I spoke of days that barely meant a thing. Neither of us could mention what was gone, the love that still survived without a home. There was no anger folded in your eyes, only the peace that follows long goodbyes. You touched my sleeve for just a fleeting breath, enough to wake what time had never left. I almost asked if you still dreamed of me, but fear can sound too much like dignity. So I protected what remained inside, a faithful wound that never chose a side. We met again, too late to stay, too soon to throw the past away. Your voice still knew my hidden scars. My heart still counted us as ours. We smile like people passing by, something beautiful that died. Some strangers wear a face we know, but carry lives we'll never hold. Maybe time is not a healer. Maybe time just hides the flame. Maybe distance keeps two lovers from forgetting who they became. I did not ask you to remember. I could see it in your eyes. Some hearts never stop waiting. They only learn to speak in sighs. We met again, too late to stay, too soon to throw the past away. Your voice still knew my hidden scars. My heart still counted us as ours. I watched you disappear once more, like every version from before. Some strangers never leave our soul. They simply lose the right to hold. You looked exactly like the years had failed. Only our forever had quietly grown old. The bed still remembers the shape you used to leave. Every silent morning still wakes beside your sleep. I never moved the pillow from your side, as if one night you'd quietly arrive. The blanket keeps the outline of your grace, a faithful ghost no daylight can replace. I learned to breathe around the empty space without erasing any single trace. The room has memorized your quiet soul better than I have learned to let you go. Some absences become another skin, a place where every lonely night begins. I still leave room for you tonight, beside the dark, beside the light. No one will ever take your place inside this midnight empty embrace. I close my eyes, you're almost near, a touch composed of hope and fear. Some loves don't leave when people do. They simply sleep beside you. My hands still turn toward where yours once lay, a silent habit time cannot betray. The window fills with another dawn, yet every sunrise finds you still gone. I tell myself tomorrow will be kind, then hear your laughter crossing through my mind. There was no promise broken in the end, only two hearts that couldn't always bend. If loving less could finally set me free, I'd lose the healing is the scar. Maybe love becomes a heartbeat, even when we're worlds apart. Every night I meet your shadow, every dawn I let it fade. Still my heart unlocks the doorway for the promise that we made. I still leave room for you tonight. The morning steals you with its light. No empty space has felt so full, no broken dream so beautiful. If one more night should bring you home, my lonely soul would not let go. Some hearts keep one side safe forever, for a love that ends but never. The bed still remembers what morning could not erase, and every night I fall into your empty embrace. I learned your silence before I learned your touch. You stood beside me like a fire I could not trust. I never crossed the line your eyes had drawn, but every breath between us knew the song. Your shoulder brushed my coat and disappeared, like something sacred neither of us dared. You smiled as if your heart was locked away, but pain was moving underneath your face. I felt the words arrive behind my teeth, then swallowed every dangerous belief. Some love is not a room we get to keep. Some hunger only visits us in sleep. We never kissed, but I still know the place inside you I can't go. You never said my name out loud, but I could hear it through the crowd. I held my hands against my chest to keep from reaching for the rest. Somebody's promise in the dark, then walk away to save the heart. You wore your distance like a wedding ring, a quiet law around a broken thing. And I respected every wall you made, while dying softly in the love I saved. You looked at me like leaving had begun, before our shadows ever touched as one. I wanted nothing cheap, nothing untrue, just one honest world where I could choose you. But life had placed its hand upon your name, and mine was only thunder without claim. So I became the calm you could survive. mercy is control. Maybe love can burn completely without asking for a soul. I still feel you in my breathing, like a truth I must deny. Some people never touch us, but still teach the skin to cry. We never kissed, but I still know the place inside you I can't go. You never said my name out loud, but I could hear it through the crowd. I capture almost in my veins a beautiful unfinished pain. Somebody's promise in the dark, then disappear inside the heart. I learned your silence before I learned your touch, and I still want you in a way that asks too much.